Trav, we also saw you at the Guardians-Yankees game. While you were in New York, you also caught Guardians-Yankees ALCS game.
Yeah, game 1, baby.
Playoff baseball. What is it about playoff baseball that's so electric?
Gosh, I think it's just the intensity. You know, you play all those, what is it, 182 games, you know, for these moments, and then every single pitch matters. Every single pitch matters. A few got away from our first reliever there, unfortunately, and sure enough, we just weren't able to bounce back from the Yankees' power, man. I'll tell you what, man, when Stanton and Soto, when they get a hold of one, man, oh, shit. That ball flies off the bat, man. It is impressive. It is impressive shit. My guy, Judge, he's right there on having a huge game. And I mean, the whole time I'm screaming. I'm in hostile territory because it's the Bronx Bombers, and I'm at the Yankee Stadium in the playoffs, and I'm over here cheering for the Guards because I'm a Cleveland kid and I want to see Cleveland win a fucking World Series. And it was mixed feelings because I was there trying to have some fun with Tay and everybody. All our friends, Eli and Chelsea came. Lefko and Enum came.
Oh, nice!
We had an unbelievable crew with us and hanging with us, and you know, it was fun. It was fun. Even though the Guards couldn't pull it off, it was still an exciting game. And it was cool to see Yankee Stadium because I've always wanted to see that thing in person in a playoff game in a hostile environment. And it didn't disappoint, man. The Yankees, the fans, the players, everybody involved, man. It was awesome.
There is something about playoff baseball and I love regular baseball. Anytime you go down to the ballpark, you're getting a hot dog and a beer, you're having some fun.
Oh, yeah.
But playoff baseball, it's like almost the history of it. You just get swept up in like the moment. It's one of the most iconic. I will say, I don't think it's as good as playoff hockey. I don't know that anything competes with playoff hockey now, but playoff baseball is pretty dang good.
I feel like it does because you can get the player's stories a little bit more. And not to say that hockey doesn't do a great job of that, but you just don't see, hockey players wanting to put themselves out there for everybody to get to know them. It just is what it is. It's just not kind of the culture of the league, I don't think.
Yeah, I think that's probably fair. I think I do think that's part of the culture. Part of it's, it's just not as popular of a sport as baseball.
Yeah.
They're wearing, the helmets and stuff. So you see them, I think of the open face mask, most of them. Yeah, I think you're right. I think a lot of it does come down to the hockey culture.
I just feel like I'm more invested in every single player. Like if the Yankees play the Dodgers, a little New York versus the old Brooklyn Dodgers.
You're right. It's a sport that's ruled by the star power. It's a star power driven league.
You put a guy like Shohei Ohtani in New York,
dude,
and you I want to see how he reacts to a hostile environment like that. I think that's exciting for me to see as a player. So every single time I see him up at bat, I'm going to be glued into every single pitch. It's hard to find that in any other sport, let alone in the playoffs.
I think it's also, we just grew up in the 90s with the Indians, and we just loved baseball so much because they were so good. How many World Series or playoff games did we go to? I know you went to the one World Series game.
You did. I only went to the...
You went to the All-Star. That's right.
I went to the All-Star. You went to the World Series. I remember going to... just taking the Rapid downtown and going to games for like a $5, $10 ticket. Or if a friend had an extra ticket for me, we would all just jump on the Rapid and go downtown. Yeah,
Mom and Dad didn't have many tickets bought. We usually were...
It was either through Mom's work or we were tag-alongs with somebody else.
Sailors had season tickets that they would split up with a couple other people. So every once in a while I'd go with Brandon. We did go to the one playoff game together because Mom always tells the story about how we fell asleep in like the fourth inning or something like that. And we were like fast asleep because it was a late game.
No way.
So I got to text Mom right now?
No, there's no way I ever have fell asleep at a Tribe game.
Mom tells this story.
I don't think
we were kids.
Maybe you were asleep.
We were like very young. We were both asleep. I promise you.
Maybe if we went to the game and I really didn't know what was going on, but every game that I went to, I was the biggest like fiend for sports ever. If I ever went to a ball game or a basketball game or anything like that, like I was so glued.
Travis, nobody is attacking your fandom.
You're crazy if you think that I was asleep during one of these games.
It doesn't matter how big a fan you are. When you're a child,
beg Mom and Dad to buy the $20 roster book so that I could actually keep score of the game, which means I'm watching every single pitch.
Nobody is at all.
And I'm telling you, I
saying
don't
that
know
you weren't a big fan.
I think she's just saying that you fell asleep. I was paying attention every single
Mom will
pitch.
text me back, hopefully, if the hurricane didn't ruin her phone. I think that you the thing is, like, my kids, Bluey is like crack to them. They will be glued to Bluey, but they're still children. And eventually that brain's going to shut it down and they're just going to fall asleep.
I don't know what to tell you. I never fell asleep at a game.
All right. I'll text Ed too. Dad was there.
But yeah, shout out to my guys that I actually know on the Yanks. Rizzo, Big Judge. If I'm missing somebody, I'm an idiot. But those guys are Hall of Fame just people, man. Just they're some of my favorite guys to be around when I do get a chance to hang out with them. Saw some Saturday Night Live 2 years ago, I believe, with them, and it's just cool seeing them chase the ring. Even though I want my guards to find a way to get him, man. Oh, God. Come on, baby. This is a tough place to play, though, brother.
I text Dad, did Travis and I ever fall asleep at an Indians game? He said, no, I did.
I mean, Dad, yeah, he's like us. That's where we get our sleeping from. He could fall asleep at a fucking rock concert.
Does not matter.